America has one of the most powerful air defense systems in the world. It is called Patriot. Its job is to find an incoming threat, track it, and destroy it before it reaches its target. But now, America faces a serious problem. Patriot missiles are being used faster than new ones can be replaced, and in a major war, one question could become critical: will America have enough missiles? First, let's understand how the Patriot system works. Think of it as a very advanced shield, but this shield has several parts working together. The first part is the radar. The radar watches the sky and looks for dangerous targets. When it finds a threat, the system begins to track it. It calculates where the target is going and how dangerous it is. Then, if needed, a Patriot launcher fires an interceptor missile. The interceptor flies toward the incoming threat. Its goal is simple: destroy the target before it reaches the area being protected. In simple words, the system works like this: detect, track, launch, intercept. This is why Patriot is so important. It can help defend against dangerous airborne threats including ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. But there is one big problem: every successful interception uses a missile. Once that interceptor is fired, it is gone. Now imagine many threats arriving at the same time. One missile is coming. Patriot fires an interceptor, then another threat appears, another interceptor is fired, then another, and another. Very quickly the number of available missiles starts going down, and this is where the real problem begins. Patriot interceptors are not simple weapons. They are advanced and complex. They need special parts, advanced electronics, powerful rocket motors, and careful manufacturing. They also need testing before they can be used. That means they cannot simply be replaced overnight. Missiles can be fired in seconds, but building new ones takes much longer. Factories also have limits, workers have limits, machines have limits, and some important parts can take a long time to arrive. So there is a growing gap. Missiles can be used very quickly, but replacing them is much slower. And in a long war, that difference can become a serious problem. The United States and its allies may need Patriot missiles in different parts of the world. American military bases need protection. Allied forces may also need protection. Important areas and infrastructure can face missile or drone threats. But there is only a limited number of interceptors. They cannot be everywhere at the same time. Now imagine a major crisis happening in several places at once. Missiles are launched, drones are approaching, air defense systems begin firing. Commanders now face difficult decisions. Where should the available missiles go? Which location needs protection first? Which threat is the most dangerous? In a perfect world, every important location would have enough protection. But in a real war, resources are limited, and when the number of threats becomes very high, every interceptor becomes more valuable. Every launch becomes an important decision, because after one missile is fired, there is one less missile available. The problem can become even worse when cheap threats are used against expensive defenses. Imagine a small and relatively cheap drone approaching a protected area. If an expensive and advanced interceptor is used against every small threat, the missile stockpile could be used very quickly. The attacker may not even need every drone to succeed. Sending many threats can force the defender to keep firing. Slowly, the defender's stockpile becomes smaller. This is why America is looking for smarter ways to defend against different threats. Instead of using Patriot against everything, the idea is to create layers of defense. Think of it like several shields. One layer can deal with smaller drones, another layer can deal with nearby threats. Electronic warfare may help disrupt some targets, and Patriot can be saved for the most dangerous threats. The idea is simple: use the right weapon against the right target. Do not waste your most valuable interceptor if a cheaper system can do the same job. This could help protect the Patriot missile stockpile, but it does not completely solve the problem, because if a major war lasts for a long time, the demand for missiles could still become enormous. So, what is America doing about this problem? The most obvious answer is simple: build more missiles. Defense companies are working to increase production. More components need to be made, more missiles need to be assembled, and the entire supply chain needs to become stronger. But increasing production is easier said than done. A new factory takes time to build. Advanced machines take time to install. Skilled workers need training. Specialized parts must be produced and delivered, and every interceptor must be carefully tested. More money can help increase production, but money cannot instantly create a factory. It cannot instantly train thousands of skilled workers, and it cannot instantly solve every supply problem. That is why America is in a race. On one side, factories are trying to produce more interceptors. On the other side, threats continue to grow, and the threats are not waiting for new missiles to be finished. Now imagine the worst-case situation. A major war begins. Missiles and drones are launched in large numbers. Air defense systems start working non-stop. Patriot batteries fire again and again. The question is not only whether the Patriot system can destroy the threats. It can. The bigger question is this: how long can the available missile stockpile last? Can new missiles be produced as fast as old ones are being used? Modern military power is not only about having the best technology, it is also about having enough of it. A country may have a very powerful missile, but in a long war it also needs factories that can keep producing more. It needs workers, components, supply chains, and the ability to replace what has been used. That may be the real lesson of the Patriot missile shortage. The Patriot system is still one of America's most important air defense weapons, but every interception has a cost. Every missile fired reduces the stockpile, and every replacement takes time. America can build more, but the real question is whether production can increase fast enough before the next major crisis. Because in a future war, the most important question may not be who has the best missile. It may be who has enough missiles, and if the stockpile starts running low, can the factories catch up before it is too late?